Hi, I'm Jim Sinicropi. Happy Thanksgiving. Welcome to another episode of the FL1 Sports Podcast on FingerLakes1.com, where we highlight local athletes, teams, and events from all levels and types of competitive sports throughout the Finger Lakes region. And we crowned a sectional champion from the Wayne Finger Lakes this past weekend. I know the Naples boys soccer team won a sectional title, but also the Waterloo girls cross country team won a sectional title, and I have three girls from that championship team in studio with me. We have junior Lissen Turner. Thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
And we have Chance Wright Porter, also a junior, correct?
Yeah.
Thanks for coming in. Congratulations. And we also have Natalie DiSanto. Congratulations, Natalie. Thanks for coming in. So let's get you guys all up on the screen here. So when you went into this race, cross country is kind of an individual sport with a team aspect to it as well. But were you guys thinking we're going to win the sectional title today at the meet on Saturday? Was it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I didn't really think we were, because the whole season we had to work really hard, to win. And coming into sectionals, we didn't really know the other teams we were facing, because we didn't know who got faster and the girls. But I think we all just came with the attitude to try your best, and we could possibly win this, so give it your all, because this is your last race.
Last race of the year. Sure. How about you, Chance?
I didn't think. I knew we would do well, but I didn't think there was a chance of us actually.
Right. Listen, how about you? Did you go in thinking anything about a team championship?
Pretty much the same as the other girls. You always go into it with the mentality that we're gonna work hard and do the absolute best that we can. We just didn't quite know how good of a shot we actually did have if everyone stepped up and did their part.
So take me through the end of the race. Everybody comes in at different times, and you get your time, and you know that maybe you could each tell that everybody did well, but how does that all come to fruition then to when you find out that you actually won?
Yeah, so if there was a lot of anticipation for this one, we're all trying to figure out which girls we were ahead of, what place we came in, who had the really good races and who, how you performed. And we're all just really hoping for the best. It was cold and we were tired, but we were excited to
You
see
were
what
feeling
they had to say.
everybody had a good time?
Yeah, we were all happy with each other and happy with ourselves, but we really still didn't know where we lied placement-wise.
So, Chance, when was it that you knew that you had won officially, and what was that like?
They came up to us and with the box of stuff, and I still didn't think we won when they first came up to us, because they said congratulations, and I thought we would have got second, and they were giving us our second place thing. So it wasn't until they told us we got first place.
All right. And so, Natalie, have you been part of? I know that you've played some other sports. I don't know if you're on the varsity level for basketball. You were, right?
Yeah.
Last winter, but this was your first sectional championship, right?
No, we won in 8th grade.
Eighth
when
grade
I was in 8th grade
for cross country as well.
Yeah.
So this is 2 in a row.
Well, we lost last year. We got second last year.
Okay, yeah, you're a sophomore. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. So, what was it like when you found out you won?
I was really surprised and shocked, and I was super happy. It was obviously way different from the first time, because you didn't have everybody there to hug, and we all kind of had to stay spread out, but it just felt amazing.
And then you had the police escort back into town with the school bus. What was that like?
Yeah, I think it's great to have the support of the town, and just how people are happy about it.
So I'll stay with you for a quick second. Now, you girls, Lissen and Chance, you run cross country in the fall, indoor track in the winter, and outdoor track and field in the spring. Natalie, you play cross country in the fall, basketball in the winter, and lacrosse in the spring. So those are team sports, true team sports. Cross country, an individual sport where you're part of a team as well, but what's the main differences that you find between the other two sports and being a part of the cross country team?
I think like with the cross country team, we're all so supportive of each other, and like no one's kind of competing to, get better than anybody else on the team. And it's really just like a huge family, and we all just love each other, and we all push each other, to get better. And I just love like the connection our whole team has with each other.
So Chance, what now being a 3-season track and field, cross country, indoor track, what appeals to you about this type of sport as opposed to other team sports?
I like the idea of it is a team in the end, but like while you're running, you're just by yourself. But then you can go back and cheer on other people.
Right. And listen, your sisters were both part of the cross country program at Waterloo, and in fact, your sister Senate is now running at U of R as a freshman.
Yep.
What did they kind of lead you into this, or did you want to do it to be like them, or what brought you to cross country and track and field?
My sisters definitely introduced me to it, and then getting to experience it for myself and be a part of the same team they were on, but it's still individual, so I still got to like discover it for myself and find out kind of like what it meant for me was like awesome. It was one of the best things ever, and
And your sisters support you?
Absolutely, yeah.
Do they
definitely the biggest
do they
supporters.
play any part in like coaching you?
In a way, yeah. Like when I first joined, they were on Varsity, and they were both like good on Varsity, and they kind of taught me what it was about, and Senate helped me see like the mindset you had to put yourself in a lot. And at home, if I didn't want to go on a run that day on an off day or something, she would get me up and take me to go with her and stuff, so they definitely helped.
So, this year, as you mentioned, no fans at the meet because of the pandemic. And, when you think of cross country or running at Waterloo, you think of Ed Courtney, longtime coach, who decided not to take an active role in the coaching this fall just because of the pandemic. So that meant that Renee Mitchell and your mom, Chance, Kate, is it Kate or Katie? Kate Rice Porter.
Yeah, Kate.
So Coach Mitchell and Coach Rice Porter, stepped in, and I got a few questions about that. But first, what's it like actually being coached by your mom?
Well, she didn't want to coach at the beginning, so we had to pressure her into it. My mom.
But you were pushing for it? You thought that would be a good idea?
Yeah. So at first she didn't like really think she could do it and stuff. So it was cool because we were like supporting her so much to like actually go out and try for coaching. It was interesting.
So anybody can take this one. What was it like being coached by Coach Mitchell and Coach Rice Porter?
Definitely different, but in really good ways. Like we obviously, Coach Courtney is the coach for all of the main coach for all of the running sports, and we've all been with him since the very start. So it was really weird hearing that we weren't going to be with him for the season, but we obviously all wanted what was best for like his safety and health and stuff. But with Coach Mitchell and Coach Rice Porter, it was awesome. We got to see like a different perspective to running and their style of coaching, so it was a really good experience to get some different input for our team.
Sure. And then what are some of the things that Coach Courtney kind of brings to the program over time or has instilled in you guys that has resulted in a sectional championship for what's a relatively young team? You guys will all be back next year. So talk about Coach Courtney a little bit.
Before every meet, he still texts me and like tells me like about the competition and who I need to be, and he's like always done that, and he's always just like checking up on us, make sure we're doing like what we need to do, to keep our title. So.
And so what about you guys being coached 3 seasons by Coach Courtney? What stands out to you about his style of coaching?
Some things Coach Courtney always tells us that I think, especially this season, our team has like really adopted is be a 7. That's like kind of our team's thing, be a 7. You don't want to be, when you're at the start of the race, at the race line, the gun is about to go off, you can't be a 10. You can't be so excited that you are like jumping all around and expending your energy. And you can't be a 1 either, where you're so nervous you can't even function.
Right.
You have to get each other to a perfect medium, a 7, where you're ready to race. And we all help each other get there a lot this season. A big thing for us this season was getting us to a 7 every time before the race, and channeling Coach Courtney and hearing his voice throughout like every race helps us in every one.
So Chance, it's obviously a physical fitness sport, an endurance sport, and a sport that you train physically for, but how much of it is mental as well?
I feel like a lot of it is mental. Like, you could be thinking too much about the sport while running it, or you could not be thinking enough about it. You just have to be in the perfect mindset.
Okay. How are you guys holding up with the pandemic and everything? We're socially distanced in here well enough, but you guys still wanted to wear your mask, which is great. Is it something that, Natalie, is it something that's top of your mind all the time? Like, what's it like at school?
Yeah, it's definitely really different, and my biggest concern is like sports. Like, I really just want to play sports.
Yeah,
and
that's the
I'm
hard
so
part.
happy that like we got to have a cross country season and just spend time with the team. And sports does help get my mind off of a lot of things, and the whole team is just so supportive.
And it was a long time. I mean, I think your basketball season had wrapped up last year normally, and then no spring lacrosse or track or field, and then a different type of season in the fall. But at least it was last soccer teams and cross country teams got their season in, and then now we're kind of on hold unless you're bowling or indoor track. I think is moving forward, girls, isn't it?
It got postponed.
It did get pushed back. So, fingers crossed that maybe January 4th would be a start date for something like that. But, in reality, I don't know if that'll happen. So it is tough. And it's unfortunate that something like this has to happen during your tenure of high school. And my daughter's in 9th grade right now. So I feel like she's getting cheated a little bit. But it's something that I guess we got to all kind of get through together. And eventually things will get better. There's vaccines and, I still keep my fingers crossed maybe for that second half of winter, being able to do some winter sports. But talk about some of the other girls that couldn't be here today that are on your team that contributed to the win. You wanted to go ahead, Chance?
I feel like we couldn't have got where we were today without every one of the people on the team. They really helped, like, even if they weren't the people scoring, they helped keep our minds in the right place while practicing. And even the people that didn't run every meet, they were still there.
So how many counted towards the team score Saturday?
The top 5.
The top 5. So you three all counted, times counted?
I think I was 6, but it's how the top 5 runners are like the main scorer, and then 6 and 7 like displace people from other teams. I don't know really how else to explain it, but so everyone on the team matters, because the top scorers, the other people still have to get ahead of the other people, like in the teams and stuff.
So I know Macy Muller, Ava DiSanto, is that your sister?
No, she's not related.
Not related at all. Okay, wow. Haley Greenberg, Haley Beasley. Is there anybody else that I'm missing that you want to throw in there and give a shout out to?
Skylar
and Nadia
and Gabe.
yeah, they're all so supportive, and even though they couldn't be there, they were congratulating us, and they were like, yeah, we wish we could be there.
So, Natalie, I think you finished top 10 individually, right? And so you
Yeah.
get a patch for that. But that says a lot about the team. So you're the lowest finisher on the team Saturday,
Yeah.
but you guys still won the team event because you were so consistent top to bottom.
Hmm.
So that's definitely pretty cool. And now you have you're going to be recognized in the trophy case in the lobby at the high school and everything forever. It's so winning a sectional title for your school is really nice. You get to leave your mark. No matter what happens going forward, you'll be able to come back in 30, 40, 50 years and see that there still. So, all right. One thing I usually do on this podcast is we do quick fire questions, not necessarily about cross country, just quick. I'm going to ask you quick fire questions, and we're going to go right across, and everybody's going to answer them one at a time. Okay? So the first one is, what's your favorite part of Thanksgiving dinner?
The sweet potatoes.
Chance?
Pie?
Pie? What kind of pie?
Cheesecake.
Cheesecake. Well, that's not really pie. That's cheesecake. But how about you, Natalie?
Turkey.
Turkey. Oh, you go for the main
Yeah.
main course. Okay. What about favorite restaurant around here that you would go to?
Connie's.
Connie's
Yeah.
Diner? Sure.
Chinese?
Which one? The downtown Waterloo?
Yeah.
First Dragon? First Dragon, okay.
The Mexican place, what's it called?
La Fiesta Brava?
Yes, in Waterloo. So good. The people, so nice.
Yeah,
Love it there.
I've been there. I enjoy the Mexican food there, and in Seneca Falls at El Bajío. Very good. And I'm surprised you didn't say Chichinos, being you were the Chichinos Waterloo Athlete of the Month last month.
Yeah, I just went there last night for dinner, actually.
Well, Chichinos, Connie's are both huge staples of Waterloo, without a doubt. Do you guys like listen to music on the bus and to matches?
Yeah.
Your own headphones, or somebody play it?
I bring a speaker.
So you're the one who plays the music on the bus.
Yeah.
We have a
Okay.
playlist.
Does everybody agree with what she chooses?
We all are like, okay, play this song next, and when we're walking the course, we all just sing and just try to take our minds off the
So you will
race.
walk the course when?
Right before, like,
You'll get there?
we get there, and then we all walk the course.
No kidding. Do other teams do that as well?
Mhm.
Okay, and so how long does it take to walk the course?
Well, for sectionals, it took about, like, I don't know, 30 minutes maybe.
Because it takes, how long are you running? What was your time, Natalie?
21:17, I think.
21:17 to
Yeah.
run it. So, but you guys walk it before, okay?
Because it was like just a double loop, so we only had to walk
Oh,
it
so you did
once.
ran it twice?
Mhm.
Okay. And what do you look for when you're walking through the course?
Just to get a feel of like what we're gonna be running, so we know where we're going and kind of where the hills are, where we need to start picking it up, things like that, just to get a feel for the race.
Okay. All right, back to the quick fire. Which state that you haven't ever been to would you like to visit, and why?
Vermont. I've been through there before, but never really explored it, and I love hiking and outdoors and stuff like that, and it seems really pretty and a lot of good hiking spots there.
Yeah, that should be able to be easy to make it happen. It's not too far away. How about you, Chance?
Is Canada a state?
It's a country, but we can go with that.
Oh, well, okay, if we're doing the New Hampshire.
New Hampshire. Oh, you guys are really into New England. That's easy. You just hop in the car and be there in a couple hours.
Hawaii.
Hawaii. Now there's a state that you'd want to travel to. You
Yeah.
never been to Hawaii, but you'd like to be
No, I was supposed to go, but it got canceled.
because of the pandemic.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's too bad. Well, hopefully you can reschedule that. Best part of the pandemic. There's some good and bad to everything, right? The pandemic's overall bad, but what's the best part?
I don't know, school online is kind of nice.
A little easier than getting up and
Then I don't have to
getting
worry
ready.
about getting up.
How about you guys? Best part of the pandemic?
I like not having to see people, using it as an excuse not to.
Right. Kind of,
things, yeah.
self-isolate.
Yeah.
Quarantine yourself. Okay.
Yeah, pretty much the same as Chance. I'm pretty much a homebody, so it's nice to
Not feel
be able
guilty
to stay
about
home.
being,
Yeah, not feel bad about it.
Right. So, okay, what's the worst part?
Probably like the flip side of that too much isolation, like when you're alone for so long, it can start to get pretty dreadful.
It'd be nice to find a balance. How about you, Chance? What's the worst part for you about the pandemic?
The movie theaters being closed.
How you like to go to movies?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, luckily there's Netflix and all that stuff, but yeah, but certainly I miss going to the movies as well.
Not being able to like go support other teams for sports.
Yeah, that's kind of weird, right? You want to go and check
Yeah.
out the other games and you just can't even get in.
Yeah.
Sometimes if you're a close relative, like a grandparent can't get in, you know.
Yeah,
It's so,
crazy.
yeah, that is tough. Favorite breakfast cereal?
Cocoa Pebbles.
Cocoa Pebbles, okay.
Frosted Flakes.
Oh, you know what? That might be I often would say Frosted Flakes, and I don't hear that very often, but they're great.
I like the
I hear.
mascot.
What do you like?
I like the tiger.
Tony the Tiger.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Captain Crunch.
Oh yeah, that's another good one too. All right, good. Imagine you're 30 years old. Okay, so that's more than double probably your age right now, or about double your age right now. Where do you live and what's your job?
I live in the woods
In Vermont?
in Vermont.
Okay.
Yes, in the woods. Just in a small cottage with a big yard, and my job is to just farm my own land and to stay in for myself.
Okay, well that sounds like a good life. How about you, Chance?
A big city and working in the prison.
Working in a prison in a
Yeah.
city?
Yeah.
Okay, like a corrections officer type of deal?
Yeah, kind of.
Okay, well what other jobs would be in the prison that you...
Just, yeah, correction officer, the prison.
What is it about that appeals to you?
I like the idea.
Okay. All right, fair enough. Natalie, you're 30 years old. Where are you?
Florida, and a veterinarian.
You want to be a veterinarian?
I think so.
Okay. Do you have pets?
Yeah. Well, I have one dog,
One dog? What kind of dog?
Bull Mastiff,
And what's the dog's name?
Buddy.
Buddy?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you his favorite?
Oh yeah.
Okay. All right. Name one thing that Coach Courtney can't stand.
Noah.
I
You guys all concur with that?
Noah.
Okay, well, I'll leave it at that. I won't even ask for an explanation. Your favorite teacher at Waterloo High School?
My favorite teacher at Waterloo High School? At the high school, probably Miss Metz.
Okay, what course?
She taught me earth science my freshman year, and she was just the best. She made me feel like she was such a good teacher. Like, I knew the content so good, and she also made me feel just like really accepted and included in everything, like as a person in general.
Okay, great. How about you, Chance?
Mrs. Maloney.
Mrs. Maloney. Okay, is she Mr. Maloney's wife?
Yeah.
Yeah, I graduated from high school with Mr. Maloney and Mrs. Maloney. She was Miss Colligan at the time. Yeah, Minder's class of 90. So a little trivia there for you. What does she teach?
English.
English, okay. All right, and Natalie.
I like Mr. Maloney and Mrs. Metz.
Okay. And like I said, I'm class of 1990 Minders. Let him know that. Although he probably already does. He knows where he graduated from and what year. Favorite home-cooked meal?
Oh God. Mac and cheese.
Mac and cheese?
Yeah.
Who makes it?
My sister.
Your sister. You like your
She-
sister's mac and cheese, huh?
She loves to cook, so.
Okay. Chance, how about you? Favorite home-cooked meal? What do you eat at home that you like?
Skills.
Skittles? Nobody cooks in your house?
They do. They're just,
Use the microwave a lot?
well, they're vegan, so.
Oh,
the food
okay.
is.
And you're not?
No.
So is there anything that they make that's vegan that you like?
Not really.
Okay, well, at least you're being honest. How about you? Favorite home cooked meal?
My grandma's pasta. My grandma's pasta with her homemade sauce.
And which is usually spaghetti, like shells, like what type of pasta?
Shells, definitely.
So is she Italian?
Yeah.
But your last name's Turner. That's not Italian.
Yeah,
Your mom
because
is.
she's on my mom's side.
Okay, what's your mom's maiden name?
Lepresi.
Lepresi. Okay, so
Yeah.
that's authentic. That's probably very good sauce.
Yes.
Nice. And does under normal circumstances, you guys get together on Sunday and eat, or?
Yeah, usually we would have a day in the week where my grandma comes and cooks us.
Nice. Okay. Well, we've almost filled up our half hour here. Before I let you guys out of here, is there anyone, Natalie, that you want to thank for helping you not only in cross country, but develop as a young lady in high school now and as a athlete?
Yeah, definitely my coaches, for every sport. And my mom and my dad for always pushing me and motivating me to, do the best I can.
Okay. And when you say, pushing you and motivating you, like just give me an example of what that's like. Do you feel like they make you do stuff that you don't want to do, and then in the end you're glad you do it, or are you the one that wants to do it and they're just helping you get these opportunities?
I think they're definitely helping me, get the opportunities, and they notice that, I could do something, and I could, because I want to play in college.
Okay.
So, they are very supportive, and they always, help me out, and are always telling me, like, go play, go practice, you want to get better, you want to play in college. So
When you say you want to play in college, which sport do you think would be your best shot, or most ideally that you would like to play at the next level?
maybe basketball or lacrosse.
Okay.
So
All right. Chance, how about you? Anybody you want to thank?
Yeah, Courtney Page for getting me into the sport of cross country.
And who's she?
She was the when I first joined, she was who I would run with.
She was on the team?
Yeah.
Okay. So former student, graduated?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought that might be Courtney right there, but it wasn't. Okay. Anybody else? Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
I guess my parents and my mom for agreeing to be coach this year.
Okay. And Lissen, how about you?
Definitely the coaches, but most importantly, I would say my sisters. Both of them not only got me into running and all the sports I do, but for everything, they're always definitely my number one supporters, and the people who push me, and I have someone to look up to and ask questions when they definitely get me through most things in life.
Well, that's awesome. So, congratulations, you guys are sectional champions. That's something they can't take away from you. Chance, would you stand up so people can see your T-shirt? 2020 sectional championships. In that 2020 year, there's not going to be as many sectional champions throughout the year as normal. So you guys got one of them, and it's Class C cross country sectional champs, and that's just fantastic. I know that you made Ed Courtney very happy, and you guys should be really proud of what you were able to do, bring a little excitement to your community, when things aren't so exciting. So congratulations, and thanks for coming in.
thank you
Thank
so
you.
much for having
Thanks.
us.
So that was Natalie DiSanto, Lissen Turner, and Chance Rice Porter. Again, sectional championship under these conditions is pretty cool. Hopefully we'll get some more sports going this winter eventually and get back to normal before long. But until then, hope you have a great Thanksgiving, and want to thank you for joining us for this edition of the FL1 Sports Podcast. You can reach out to the show by sending an email to contact@fingerlakes1.com for all our latest headlines and local content on the fingerlakes1.com local network. Visit our homepage, download our free Android iPhone app, subscribe to our channel on YouTube, and look for us wherever you listen to your favorite podcasts online. Thanks for checking us out. I'm Sinicropi, and we'll see you next time.